Good evening, everybody. Tell All Tuesday for October. We've only got about one left of these this year, and we're going to be doing Tell All Tuesdays in 2021. As you know, I always say this is probably the most important evening of the month. I know that you're tuned in, but have you got your guests tuned in? Have you got your channel tuned in? The power of Tell All Tuesday is untold. We get to see the system actually working. That's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to see DuePoint's wealth creation tool actually working. This is the perfect presentation if you're a brand new guest to DuePoint to understand what we talk about in all the rest of our materials. It is also the perfect presentation for you to come if you've got difficult questions, because they're going to be tackled this evening through the testimonies of people that have come before you. We like to start these Tell All Tuesdays outside of the crowd. Most of the people are already taking their seats in our studio, but let's see if we can catch a few before the event starts tonight and see what they've got to say about October's most important event. Let's go and take a look. Look who we've got here. Everybody. We've got 2 Tell All alumni. 3? No? Petunia, when are you going to come on Tell All Tuesday? You have already. You see what I'm saying? All Tell All Tuesday alumni standing here with us this evening. Guys, what do you think about Tell All Tuesdays? Is this an important night for your channel?
Very, very important, because it shows people what is possible. It makes it real for them. So very important for them to see that.
Absolutely.
And prospects as well.
This is what I just said. The use of the tool, the fact that the tool's actually working, is what tonight is all about. Petunia, are you excited about tonight?
I'm very excited because, you know, for Tell It All, it's really working wonderfully, even for my team, because that's where people see. If Petunia did it, anybody can do it. It shows that with DuePoint, there's no favor. Anybody can go to the blue card. Anybody can be here. Anybody can do it. So I love Tell It All.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the one thing about Tell All Tuesday as well is that we show the real diversity of this business. It's never the same people. It's never one type of people. It's women, it's men, it's black, white, Indian, colored, Asian. We've had all of them on our stage because this is a tool that everybody's using. Bertus, do your team find Tell All Tuesdays useful?
This is absolutely fantastic, and I can truly say to you, I was so scared that I didn't get invited myself. I phoned Donnie and said, yes, like Donnie, I just want to know about Tell All Tuesday. And he said, no, you're coming. So yes, this is for, especially and for newcomers, for prospects. This is a wonderful event, and especially if you can go afterwards and look at the testimonials and everything. This is something special, very special.
Absolutely. And guys, we put up the testimonies that you're going to see tonight. Thank you, guys. You can go in. We're going to put those testimonies up tonight onto our YouTube channel. Just follow our YouTube channel over the next couple of days. We'll even put up a little bit on our Facebook page as well, some snippets from tonight. Use them as tools. Use them as tools. If you've not already done it, go to DuePoint's YouTube channel. Go scroll down to where it says Wealth Engineers Tell All, and you will see the testimonies all the way back to when we first started in 2016. It's well over 100 testimonies now, and that's just the few people that we put on stage once a month. Use them as tools. When people say, but this thing's not working, or how much do you earn? You can say, hang on a second. Don't ask me how much I earn. Come and see what people are doing at the DuePoint, with the DuePoint system. The tools are there for you. And tonight, we're going to create another tool for you. Come and take a look in our studio. Are you going to be here next time? Are you speaking to your rank 9s and getting yourself a free ticket to come and join us at our studio? If not, get a hold of your rank 9. If you don't know who your rank 9 is, call client services. They'll tell you who to contact to get a ticket to come and be at our next live event. But come and see who's here tonight. Come in, Tom. Have a look. You can see everyone's very well disciplined. I don't know what Rob said to them, but they all look very frightened. Quiet, but by the end of this evening, I think they'll be smiling a lot more than they are right now. Come on, everybody smile. Give us a smile. I can't see any smiles. I can't see any smiles. Rob, take us away. Let's make another tool for this evening.
right, good evening, everybody. Welcome. You special guests. Look how many people we had to kick out to make space for you few special guests this evening. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Tell All Tuesday. I don't know, is it anyone's first Tell All Tuesday ever? Hey, we've got a few newcomers. It's awesome to see guests. We get very tired of the old people coming all the time. We get tired of them, even on the live stream. I see those people. I say hi anyway. So it's awesome to have new guests. This evening is what we call Tell All Tuesday. So Tell All Tuesday is an event that we do once a month, and it is opportunity for us on an evening like tonight to celebrate, to listen to stories of actual wealth engineers that have been in the business for a few months. Sometimes we speak to some of the wealth engineers that have been in the business for since inception, so that would be 4.5 years. And so tonight we're going to be doing exactly that. We got two wealth engineers that are going to be sharing their stories. They both work in the events industry. And what has happened to the events industry in this year? SARS is not going to get lots of money out of the events business this year. And then we've got an extremely experienced wealth engineer that's going to be just sharing much of their story, especially last year, because I think for the majority of us, whether you've been in DuePoint or not, whether you have been fine from an employment point of view, this year has been testing. And so I think the testimony is going to be very interesting this evening. And so without further ado, let's listen, or let's speak to, or let's see, let me introduce you to the first wealth engineer. And this is a lovely young lady. She's from Uppington in the Northern Cape. I didn't know we had wealth engineers in Uppington in the Northern Cape. When they start doing a lot of business, then we'll have an Uppington encounter. And so hopefully Yoliswa is going to get us there. Yoliswa Jacobs, she's ranked 2. She works in the events industry. Let's take a look at her numbers. She's been in the business for just over 3 months. Her recurring income. So one of the primary benefits here at DuePoint is your ability to create sustainable recurring income. And Yolisa has been able to grow her income to over 3,000 Rand in the space of 4 months. And you can quite easily extrapolate that to annuity income. That's 40,000 Rand a year she's generated for herself in the space of 3 or 4 months. And you look at that figure, to have that amount of money in the bank, to earn a dividend, to earn an interest off of money in your account in the bank, we're speaking about, what, 600,000? Where's Bertus? He knows that number very well. 600,000 Rand for 3,200 Rand a month? Who's got 600,000 Rand cash sitting in the bank? And that's one of the benefits of being able to create sustainable income here at DuePoint. Her channel is not that big. She's only got 70 people across 4 points in her business. She's been able to do that in 4 months, right? And if you're able to create that amount of income that quickly here at DuePoint, well, then what can you do in 3 years? Because this business allows you to build on this channel size that you have month on month. And so many of the wealth engineers that are active in our business, their income grows every single month. Every single month you've got liberty to grow your income. You will know that if you look at any of our intro presentations, we speak about the ability to grow that income without this dire need for activity. Of course there's activity required, but during the occasions when there's a pandemic flooding the planet, it doesn't affect your income, right? Because this business is not typically activity based, because you've built an asset, and the asset is what is paying out. So let's take a listen to Yoliswa. We really enjoyed getting the videos from her. It took a little while. We had Thomas, our videographer, our in-house videographer, coaching her. But I think her eccentricity, her quirkiness has come through. I think she's doing a wedding on Friday, so she's starting to get back into business. But let's have a listen to what she has to share with us.
Used to pay my bills. I do events. So what I do, I beautify people's events. And this has always been my only source of income. Then pandemic comes. Business got hit. For 4 months, business couldn't operate and my business was really suffering for 4 months. And then during this 4 months of suffering, I got introduced to DuePoint. And through DuePoint, I could pay my bills. through DuePoint. I had extra cash, and it was extra cash that I didn't even have to sweat for. I just sit on my phone and I connect people to this great business opportunity. Through that, I could pay my bills. Through that, I am earning without stressing that if a pandemic comes, then I won't have money. And it also taught me that there's no guarantee, because when a pandemic comes, I can't operate. But with DuePoint, even with a pandemic, there's still money flowing into my account. Like with my business, this is orange, this is yellow. My customer will tell me they want yellow flowers. And then I know that they told me a few months ago they wanted orange flowers. And then I must understand that the customer's always right. With DuePoint, no honey, the ad's always right. And that's what I love about DuePoint as well. They're so transparent. I can see myself stepping up the ladder in this business. I see myself going to rank 9. I see myself going on that vacation. I see myself getting a car. I just see myself doing so well in this business. And also, I see myself connecting a lot of people to this great business opportunity, because with DuePoint, it's not just about me creating generational wealth for myself and my family, but it's also for me to create generational wealth for other people. Help other people also create this generational wealth for their families, so that we know that when things strike like pandemics, we know that we are secure. My message to my team would be, don't ever be discouraged. For me, DuePoint is worth every no. Whenever someone says no to you, that must be motivation for you to go to the next person. It is worth every no. There's millions of people in South Africa. If someone says no, you go to the next one. DuePoint is worth every no that you're going to get. So keep on.
I told you, quirky and eccentric. But we've been lucky enough to get to know Yolisa. She's joined us every time she's ranked up. So on the Super Saturdays, you can see how valuable those are, because typically we wouldn't meet someone like Yolisa because she's out in Uppington. But through technology, it just makes it easy nowadays. And so Yolisa, I'm sure you're watching. The audience has enjoyed your testimony. Thank you for putting in so much effort into raising the bar for DuePoint testimonies. I hope everyone's watching, ne? You need to now also be quirky, have an inside shot of the car rolling with your homies through the streets. Awesome. And I sincerely hope that Yolisa gets her channel to the point where she can really believe that the income DuePoint creates her will supersede anything that you can create doing regular activity-based employment, because that's the backup that we all need, right? That's the risk that we're trying to avert with a business like DuePoint. So absolutely awesome, Yolisa. And then we have our second wealth engineer. He's sitting in front of me right here. He's all the way out from Pretoria, a long drive. See, one of the good things about Corona, it's cleared the traffic. It's cleared the traffic, so I appreciate that. I live on the east. Coming into work in the morning is a nightmare, but Corona has cleared the William Nicol off-ramp. I'm very thankful. So Mr. Louis Lowe, rank 2, also works in the event industry. Also been in the business for about the same time, 3 or 4 months in the business. Your income is already at 2,750 Rand in recurring income in the space of 3 months. And your channel, so I go and have a little snoop around everyone's channels before I bring them up onto stage at Tell All Tuesday. Your channel's growing by 20 people a month. And that is at the beginning. Let me remind you how DuePoint started. DuePoint started with 6 people joining in the first weekend that we did the first presentation in this room. With 6 people deciding, right? There's a few of them sitting here. And that was it. That's how DuePoint started. If you think, well, I've started with 20 people, that's about 1,000 Rand a month in income that's joining your business. So absolutely awesome. And so Louis also came and sat down in our studio. Our studio is this room with a big blue couch with Thomas behind the camera, and he got to sit down and just tell a little bit about his story, his journey with DuePoint, what really motivates him, what inspires him to do this business. And also, you make mention of the wonderful mentors that you have around you in this business. That's also one of the great benefits of this business, is that the community, you get to be mentored by anyone and everyone in this business. And so imagine that happened at work. I remember when I was pretty entrepreneurial when I got out of school, I did lots of things for myself. I moved out of home at 18 and I went and fended for myself. Rode my bicycle to college. And then when my mother saw where I lived, she begged my father to give me some money to find a better place to live. But for about 20 years, I was dying to try and find a mentor. I never did. I never found a mentor for business, ever. And so the ability to have mentors around you is an awesome gift in business. And here at DuePoint, our leaders in the business are so willing to share what they've learned, to share the learnings of success with anyone here at DuePoint. And that, again, is what part of Super Saturdays, that's what Tell All Tuesday is all about, as well as celebrating your success here at DuePoint. So let's have a listen to what Louis Lowe.
My name is Louis Lowe. I'm from Centurion. And just before the lockdown, the hard lockdown started, Bertus de Klerk, who is now already a well-known person in DuePoint, and when he contacted me the first time, I was still busy sorting out possible future events because I am in the events industry. So I said to Bertus, listen, not now. And I was actually also a little bit scared of this virus thing and everybody needs to isolate and so on. And I didn't really want to go out and receive people. And I placed Bertus kind of on the back burner. But luckily, he went on following up. And that's something very important to keep in mind, that you always need to follow up. With a hard lockdown, it happened that all my income came to a standstill. We couldn't present any events anymore. With 50 people at the event, it is not cost effective to do it. Our events have anything from 5,000 to 20,000 people per day at one of our events. My other income stream, that is in commercial property, came to a standstill because we couldn't work during the hard lockdown. And even with my work that I do for UNISA, there were lesser registrations, student registrations, so that income also came to a standstill. So I had to look for solutions, and on the 6th of June, I joined the business. It is very important that we do, firstly, ourselves have trust in the business. And the only way that you can get trust in the business is if you do your own proper due diligence, and if you do go through all the training that's available in the app. The fact that you go through that training in the app doesn't only give you experience points. It gives you confidence in the business. It gives you the knowledge that's necessary to do the business. And the moment that you build that self-confidence in the business, then you sit with the advantage that now you can talk with confidence to other people, and you can establish that trust that you have in the company. You can establish this with other people as well. If you look at that black pots that we make like a potjiekos, it has 3 legs. Now the one leg of this nice potjie that we have is, it must be a solid company that complies with all the necessary legislation in South Africa, which DuePoint does. Then it must be excellent products that is available, and we have 7 excellent products through DuePoint for our DuePoint Wealth Engineers. Plus we have the 3 extra services that is available for free, which are also excellent services. And then the third one is the professionality and the support that the company gives you. I always say, when you bring somebody into the business, part of your pitch that you gave that person was that you can become financially free with this business by following the training and by applying what the training tells us to do. I always work on a principle of tell, show, try, do. First I will tell such a new person what to do, then I will show him how to do it, and then I will allow him to try while I'm there, so that if he slips up with something, then I am there to assist him. And then from there, when he can do it, then he can start to fly solo. And then that allows that person to duplicate him in the same manner to the next person as well. So tell, show, try, do, a very important thing that each and every lead wealth engineer must understand and must apply, so that that next person also have a solid foundation from where he can start his business. I think the effort that I put into the people that I bring into the business does give me that extra benefit. We're sitting in a company and in a situation where the people above us can also help. So if one of my first pointers do not have the same abilities or maybe inclination as myself, then I'm available. The same way that when Bertus is not available for some other reason, then Dani is available, and then Roelof is available. And that's the nice thing about this business. We want everybody to move up to the top. It is not like in a corporate structure where there's only one or two people at the top and everybody backstabbing each other for the next position in the company. So it is, for me, it is very important to help my people, but then I must also say, my help to you is available, but you must come and take it. I have this other saying as well, and that comes from Jim Rohn's teachings and Eric Warren's teachings. If you step, I step twice. If you don't step, I don't step, because I'm too busy stepping with other people. So if you step, I'll give you double the effort back. But I'm not going to spend energy on a dead horse trying to get him out of the ditch. Everything is available from a motivational point of view, from a knowledge point of view, from a support point of view, from this company, for you to get out of the blocks. The only thing that you need to do is you need to start to sow the good seed. And when we're talking about sowing the good seed, unfortunately, any farmer will tell you that when you sow this seed, all the seed doesn't all fall in good soil. Some will fall on the road and the birds will come and eat it. Some will fall in rocky ground, some will fall between the thorns, and some will fall in shallow ground, and some will fall in good soil. And even those that fall in the good soil, some will produce 30%, some will produce 70%, some will produce 100%. So those seeds that do not fall in good soil, let it be. Don't sign up for that class. Let it be. Continue sowing the good seed, and some will fall in the good soil. And those are the ones that you're working with. And even those that fall in the good soil, as I said, 30%, 70%, 100%, allow them to do what they are comfortable to do. So I am a police pensioner, receiving a police pension or state pension. And the one thing that I learned out of thinking you're going to reach the top and then all of a sudden it doesn't happen is that we are not in control of a job where you have an employer and you are the employee. Now that I'm a pensioner and where I receive a pension every month, our increase this year was 3.6%. So it means that that pension that you think will carry you through very soon will not be enough. Lockdown, when basically at that time, I started realizing, but listen, I need multiple sources of income. And I started doing work as a consultant. I still train other companies and people. I became involved with the events, as you know. I started doing work for UNISA, compiling policies and procedures for other companies, and a lot of different stuff that I did as multiple sources of income. Now, the nice thing about multiple sources of income, each of those sources of income has a wave. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. But if you have multiple sources of income, when the one is down, the other one is up. So then you get a nice average that can sustain you. And I thought I was quite covered with all these multiple sources of income. And then when COVID-19 came, all of them came to a standstill. So all of a sudden COVID-19 brought me to a quick standstill and a realization that, hey, you're still not in charge. I don't think we will ever be in charge. So that makes you think about a lot of things. Whether what you do is the right thing to do, whether it is taking you forward. And then you really start to think to yourself, am I doing just what needs to be done, or am I doing the smart thing? We blind ourselves by looking into our problems in such a way that we do not see the solution behind it. And in many cases, and I see it when we talk to new prospects or to prospects, many people, they have a problem and we have the solution, but that problem is so big that they do not see the solution that we offer. And I think with DuePoint, the way that Brendan and his team compiled DuePoint, put the business together with Constantia, they did it in such a way, they thought so much out of the box. You cannot believe what this company can offer you. This company, as we all know, grew throughout COVID-19. When President John F. Kennedy asked Dr. Werner von Braun, he is seen as the father of the space program, what will it take to put a man on the moon? He only said 5 words. And those 5 words are the will to do it. So if you start with this business, don't try it. Do it. But do it with a will to do it. Do it with a will to become successful. Automatically the rank 9 vacation will be fantastic. It will be great. And I cannot wait to do that. Getting a car will also be fantastic. Getting the next vacations and the next cars will be more fantastic. But I think your focus should be a little bit more long term. Rank 9 is just one of the steps. Rank 11 is just one of the steps. If that is your goal, just to become a rank 9, by all means, great. If you feel that the income that you're going to generate by just being a rank 9, going every year on a free holiday, if that is your goal, great. But it might be that that is your goal because you do not have that further vision yet of what can happen with this business. You know, my ambitions with DuePoint and for my own future, I have 2 beautiful daughters, which I am very proud of. And although they're very successful in what they do, I'm so proud of them. And even their husbands, proud of them too, very successful in what they do. And a beautiful grandchild. You as a parent, you have this, not responsibility, because they're out of the house, they're married, they're successful, but you have this feeling in your heart that you want to continue to look after them. And specifically now that there's a grandchild as well. And with DuePoint, it is possible. We have a future with this company. We have opportunities and possibilities. And some might not see what is possible. But for the new guys, come and borrow Brendan's eyes. Look through his eyes. Believe what he tells us. Believe what the rank 9s and the rank 11s and the rank 12s and all those people tell us. It is possible to do great things with this business. And you can really become financially free with this business if you do what needs to be done, and if you assist your people and motivate them to do what needs to be done. We are a solution for South Africa. We can create a new economy for this country. Many people that are struggling to get jobs have a solution through DuePoint.
Such awesome principles. I can only imagine. I also follow these global mentors like Eric Worre and the other one was, Jim Rohn. awesome, awesome principles, not only for business, but even for life, that we get to learn from them. And I'm sure Roelof and Dani and Bertus have also helped you a lot in the business. And so I think Louis is going to come up. He's going to share something extra with us. I don't know, you've watched your testimony. I'm sure you're wondering what Thomas was going to include in the edit and what he wasn't. But come up onto stage and let's give him a round of applause to Louis Lowe. And you've got a couple of minutes to share whatever you like.
I'll say thank you, Rob. Good evening, everybody. It is a privilege to be here. I specifically did a lot of effort with my hair before coming, so I hope you can see that. But it's a huge privilege to be here. It's also a huge privilege to be part of this company. It's also a huge privilege to have a couple of my team members here and upcoming leaders in the business. I miss my Cape Town team. I wish some of them could have been here as well. But it is a privilege to be here. And it is also a privilege to talk to you and give you or share some of my ideas and some of my belief systems and principles that I use as part of this business. What I can tell you is that for the viewers out there, whether you are already a wealth engineer or whether you're still thinking about this, we are standing on the shoulders of entrepreneurial giants. Brendan, Rob, the rest of the team. And then we're sitting with our rank 12s, our rank 11s, our rank 10s, the 9s, everybody, all the leaders that are in this business. And as Rob said, all of those people are available to assist us. And the same for my people as well. I'm available to assist you as well. And if you step, I'm going to step twice. And that is what I saw not only from Bertus and from Dani and from Roelof, but from the company as well. If you step, they step twice. In some cases, they step even more than twice to help you to become successful. And if you just take that help that is available and you make it part of your strategy, then you can grow in this business. You can become successful in this business. But at the same time, I always say that the moment that you become a lead wealth engineer, the moment that you appoint that first person, then you become a leader. Whether you like it or not, you become a leader. But then you also have a responsibility towards that person to also offer that help. To also step twice if that person steps. But I also want to say, don't spend energy on people that do not want to get out of the ditch. And unfortunately, you get that as well. So, as I said, we're standing on the shoulders of entrepreneurial giants, and this is a business that can take us forward. This is a business that will allow me to spoil my children in future, to spoil my grandchild, to spoil everybody around me. It is a business that I'm proud to be part of. It is a business that you can present to the world with chin up, shoulders back, chest out, because it's a professional business. It is a business out of this world, and it is being created for us so that we can build a future for ourselves. So for all the new people still thinking about coming into the business, guys, let me tell you, this is the place to be. This is the place where you can build your dreams again. Somebody told me once that if you do not have a dream left, then you can as well fall into the grave. And I think many people lose their dreams due to whatever reasons. And I think COVID-19 and the lockdown caused a lot of dreams to be shattered. People that thought they are fine for the future, and all of a sudden, out underneath our feet. With this business, we can grow. We can build a new future. and with this excellent company that we are part of, by just following the training that is available in the app and applying what is available. And for the new people, the new wealth engineers, I want to say to you, although I have this principle of tell, show, try, do, and all of that, guys, this business is placed together in such a way that if the person who brought you into the business dies in a car accident tomorrow, you can still make a success. I sometimes hear that people say, yeah, I didn't get out of the blocks because my lead wealth engineer didn't this or didn't that. Guys, this business, the app, the tools, you actually don't need the lead wealth engineer. You can become successful because Brendan and Rob and the team placed everything in the app. But if you are a lead wealth engineer, continue to support your people. And you will grow and you will become successful. Thanks a lot, Rob. It is a privilege to be here. And thanks for listening. All the best.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you. No pressure, but we expect big things from you. Louis already told me by the end of the year he will be rank 4. All right, so we're going to be speaking about rank 4 again shortly. But we have a very special lady with us today. She has been part of DuePoint. We launched a full room on one Saturday, and then I think it was the Monday or the Tuesday following that launch presentation that they joined DuePoint and have been fully committed ever since then. They got to rank 9 first before any other wealth engineer. They got to rank 11 faster than any other wealth engineer. They've grown the biggest channel here at DuePoint entirely from scratch, and their earnings have already exceeded 2.5 million rand in a space of 4.5 years. And so I remember one of the first testimony videos that we did with Patrick and Pumi. We spoke about what they really aspired to. If you took all the constraints off of your mindset, what did they aspire to? And we drove into Steyn City, which is a very prestigious golf estate owned by an insurance salesman, by the way. Doe Steyn's got a massive house there. We drove into the estate and we looked at houses there because that's ultimately where they want to live one day with their family. Patrick wants a Bentley. And those dreams are most certainly still on the cards. 4.5 years in entrepreneurship is a drop in a puddle, right? When you start thinking about what you can achieve in this lifetime, right, that's when dreams are achieved. They're not done in 4.5 years. Never, ever. But you have to forge yourself in that furnace day after day, week after week, year after year. And Patrick and Pumi have done that. And they've shown that. They've proven it. And this year has been especially difficult. So Pumi's going to come up. She's going to share some of her story with you. So Pumi, come up. Give her a round of applause. You can put your left foot on the cross. Very specific here.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Sure. I'm just listening to Rob, and he understands better our vision. And when we joined, we actually seated like this. I think that was 2016 when we joined the business. And right after the presentation, we did not hesitate to join the business. Why? Because immediately we were here on the studio. We went that side. It was Patrick and I think with Kevin. But Patrick and I was like, are we in, are we not? And Patrick was like, no, we're doing this. But I said to him, but how? You know, because we actually did the business without any experience, without any network coming from, without like anyone, you know. That is why when I see people joining business like DuePoint from other businesses, you guys are really lucky because you joining the business like DuePoint with an experience from somewhere. With us, we started from scratch without knowing anyone. I remember that night, what we did is we went through each and every person that was on our phone, phoning them until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I still remember, I will always say this, Then I phoned a friend, and I was like, my friend, I was telling her about the business around 2 o'clock. She was like, my friend, did you see the time? I'm like, oh, no, sorry, I'm going to phone you in the morning. You know, that's how excited we were with the business. Since that day, we never looked back. But what I liked about the business on that time is where they actually spoke a very big word that most of the people, we're not familiar with it. That is wealth. Wealth. I went and I went to Google, went to dictionary and trying to understand what is this wealth, because it's something that we never knew and never taught, never experienced anyway about it. But I look at the Benfield's life then, that is wealth. You know, like I always say that our vision is to be the Benfield of the Africans community. That is our vision. Because we understood, we sat with Brandon down, with Rob, the support was amazing, but when he defined his vision with DuePoint, we just had to align ourselves with that vision. And since we aligned ourselves with that vision, nothing was wowing, promised, or over-promised, you know, and everything was very clear that in your journey building wealth, you're gonna encounter obstacles in life. But at that time, I'm like, Brandon, you know, I just want to make money. I just want to be a millionaire, you know. And we build wealth, but then with us, it's different. Because Patrick and I, we always write our vision. We are Christians, so we write our vision and make it clear. The Bible says that, sorry. So we had a clear vision with DuePoint where we're heading. Firstly, I still need to stay in Stain City. Patrick still wants to drive that car, Bentley. We still have a son that whenever we spoke, we don't want him to go through what we've been through. So for us to be able to do that, it's for us to work hard now that he does not even experience what we've been experiencing, especially lately. Because, you know, as I said, that we're only doing DuePoint, guys. Only DuePoint. We don't have any other source of income. We started DuePoint from scratch without any other source of income. So that's the only thing that we have. So we had to really focus on the business. And building that, the vision is we're building wealth with DuePoint, but along the way, we're making money with DuePoint. We're earning every single month. You know, when you're sitting here and you're thinking, should I continue with my work? Should I leave this? Blah, 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 blah. We only have DuePoint. And along the way, we're earning with DuePoint. Not only are we earning with DuePoint, we've traveled the world with DuePoint. We've experienced so much on this business. Yami is very young. By the time he's 18, I think maybe he's going to be tired. He's going to do it on himself, you know. So, but we travel, we experienced that. We accumulated a lot of things, cars. We accumulated. Remember when we started with DuePoint, the iPads that we have at home, we got them from DuePoint. I think I had about 3 iPhones that I got for free from DuePoint. You know, and when they started introducing the Quest, we've been getting those Quests every single month. We're still going to building wealth with DuePoint, but not only that we're going there lonely and broke, you know, you still have a source of income. So on our journey with that, but everyone, guess what, with us is different because on that wealth that on that income that we get every single month with DuePoint, we have other people that are still taking from it as well. We don't have a job, we don't have anything, but we only have DuePoint, but we still have to feed everyone again on what we're earning with DuePoint. The same people that you offer DuePoint, it's like, guys, then you asking and taking from us, why don't you take this opportunity and make something out of it? No, it's too hard. No, I can't talk to people, but you come and ask money from me again at the end of the day, and I have to take out that money and give it to you. That's our family, guys. So, yeah, that is how you get all that along the way. Life happened. You know, when life happened to us, it started last year when my father-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. He didn't have a medical aid. we had to finance that until we lost him. Okay. In March, when the lockdown started. It's okay. Patrick went through a lot. It was hard for everyone because we've been financing everything out of our pockets. And we have to bury him. He didn't have a funeral cover. We had teachers that part of our family. We have great people, professionals. It was so scary when he passes away, that all of them, they didn't put him on the policies. So Patrick and I had to bury him. Okay, went through lockdown. August, I lost my mom. And again, same situation. And when we look at that and we're like, we don't know how did we go through that again. Same year, we both lost parents, and oh God, yeah. But we look at that again and we're like, we count our blessings, because through lockdown, a lot of people lost businesses, lost their jobs, but we had an income that was coming to our bank account every single month. We could pay their bills, we could support the family, and going through that, and even when we lost my mom, and we managed to do everything, and I was satisfied. When we laid her to rest, I was like so happy and thank everyone for the support. And sure. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is life happens. It could have been worse if we didn't have DuePoint, because it's been months without us being able to focus on the business. But through all those months, we're still earning every month. We can still pay our bills, and it's amazing. We still have a holiday that I'm actually looking forward to in December. But you look and you're saying, if we did not put an effort in 2016 and lay a good foundation for ourselves, which the same foundation that we laid in 2016, it's still sustaining us up to today. Isn't that a great business, guys? It is an amazing business because so it's quite an amazing business, because we have our son is in private school through DuePoint. I said to you, we're not working. We look. That is why I'm saying we count our blessing daily. There are people that are working. There are people that are doing so much, like working great jobs, but they can't even put their children on private school. But we can count our blessing, and we say what we said and what we wrote down, that we don't want our son to experience what we had, to go through what we did. We're still fulfilling that every day, every month. That itself, doing DuePoint only. As I find people all the time, but like, guys, are you sure that you're doing DuePoint? Yes, we're not. We're not gonna gamble with our life. We can't get into the business that we know that it can gamble with our son's life. So with DuePoint, it gave us that type of security that we were looking for. That we know that we're going there. The vision, we're still going there. We've got great people on our business that supported us during the difficult time on our lives. And it was so amazing that every time that we look at the stats, the numbers were going up. The numbers were going up. The numbers were going up. But we are not literally there on the business. So what you're doing now, even if you feel that it's difficult or blah, 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 you know what? just have a big vision with DuePoint. They've never promised us heaven and earth. They've never promised us millions in just a week or month. But what I tell you, and I guarantee you, if you build this business and you implement everything that that is there, the trainings, everything that is being offered there, believe me, you will smile one day and say, you know what, it was worth it. All the rejections, all the no's that you encounter, I still encounter those no's myself even today. Some people, unfortunately, always say that they are not meant for success. It's okay. The vision is about you. When you, normally when I sign people up, I'm saying, we're inviting you to join us on the vision that we have on DuePoint. It's whether you come and join us on the vision, we will take you baby step to go through that, because we become a team here. If you cannot follow us, if you cannot, you're not sure how to do this business, ask. We did not anything about the business. We asked. We became cry babies. Sometimes there are times where I thought that Brendan's going to say, oh God, I'm so enough of them now. But he has never, because we did not know anything about the business. You too. Guys, the support is there. It's amazing. Everyone here in this room is there to support you. Normally when we travel together, we different. It's different channels, but when we talk, we share the amazing knowledge of the business. I've learned so much from Rudolph. He's not benefiting from me at all, but I've learned so much from him. I've learned so much from Danny as well, So guys, the support, and what DuePoint, the support system has been really amazing, But I just wanted to share our journey with DuePoint, and yeah, it's been quite amazing, I can say. Yeah, sorry guys.
Thank you, Pumi.
Okay.
It's been a very difficult year for Patrick and Pumi. We've experienced it with them, right? Because we're business partners, and we were very aware of what they were going through and how challenging it was. So thanks for sharing. But all's well that ends well. And Pumi and Patrick have shown amazing resilience and also just conviction for the business. The problem with circumstances in our lives is that if we allow it to take us down with the circumstances, then you're the loser, right? And so it's so important to authentically have conviction in the thing that you're doing, right? Whether it's this business or any other business, right? Because in times like this, it's what pulls you through. It's what allows you to refocus. And very happy to say Brendan came out of the Rank 9 meeting on Saturday saying Pumi is on fire at this time of the year, which is absolutely awesome. Life happens, as they say. And so going beyond that, going beyond the end of the year, we've got, 3 months left in the year, October, November. Do we count December as a working month? Yes. Everyone's looking at me. Yes. Yes. How many people can afford to go on holiday this year? You don't have to afford it. We'll take you, Lynette. We'll take you. But beyond that, what I want to talk about is this.
Both lost at the day. Pretty much similar. You don't wanna hear your thoughts. You don't wanna feel my skin. You just wanna dream of sin. Sickness floating in our veins. Players in a spotlight game.
Thomas is trying to make me sexy. But we've got our 5th year birthday. Our birthday as a business coincides with our awards evening. So February next year is Converge 2021. I found this picture. This was from 2019. And I want to put it on everybody, whether you are starting as a brand new wealth engineer this month, or whether you've been in the business 4 years and you're still not at rank 4 yet. You need to get to rank 4. You might have seen the Monday message where I was dressed in a tuxedo just to make a little bit of a statement about Converge 2021, is that you've still got 4 months to get to rank 4, because only the rank 4s and above typically get to invited to our annual awards evening. The first year we opened it to everybody. Remember that, for those of you who joined us there. That was almost 500 people. But then the subsequent ones we made more exclusive. We invited all the rank 4s and we allowed them to invite guests to come sit at their tables. This year, or should I say 2021 February, we are only allowing the rank 4s and above to attend this event. And we also have, as it is, it's an awards evening, so we're going to be giving out awards. We've got nominations, so some of the nominees might be rank 2s or rank 3s. They will be invited. And so I impress upon you the urgency. If you're at rank 1 or rank 0 or 2 or 3, you've got 3 or 4 months to get to rank 4, because it's going to be an absolutely awesome event. We've tried to pull out all the stops. We are going to be live streaming that entire event the whole night. So that, from a technical point of view, has already got me in the sweats. And then we've got S-Class Mercedes-Benzes doing transfers on the evening. We've already selected the venue. The venue is absolutely awesome. It is a 7-course meal for the evening. And so it's going to be a super exclusive event. And it's going to be an event that you don't want to miss. And so rank 4 has to be on your goal list. One of your foremost goals. You need to be absolutely focused. And it's not just about getting to the awards. It's about making sure that you are ranking up consistently all the time in this business, right? Because that's important. Why? Because your income follows it. And we're doing this for a reason. The day you joined this business, you joined because you had aspirations in mind. Something resonated with you when you saw the benefits, the opportunities that this business had. And so it is so important to become goal-orientated. Why? Not because there's failure, because you're able to assess what you might be doing wrong. If you're not valuing or judging yourself or judging your performance, you never get to reflect, right? And so it's very important to have these goals. And so I want you to have that rank 4 goal on the fridge, so that as many rank 4s and above join us for that event next year. And so when I'm looking down at that piece of paper, I'm going to be looking at the names on the list. Hopefully your name's going to be on that list. Baptist has already said to me, he wants his name to be many times on that list, right? He's a very much goal-orientated individual. He is. That's just in his nature. And it's a great benefit to have. Why? He's ranked up nearly every single month that he's been in the business. 1 rank a month. Absolutely awesome. And so, again, I impress on everybody. Make sure rank 4 is on your goal list. To your Lisa, I just want to say, she's watching in Uppington, probably with her homies. Yolisa, you need to organize a Teamworks. You had a Teamworks this week. Awesome. Put together 20 individuals in your team about. So Yolisa, put together your team, come sit down with us. And for all of you, once you start getting into the upper ranks, you get more personalized attention from everybody, right? Because you've proven that you are committed to this business. And so, as Louis was saying, you step, we step, right? And when we see that commitment, we start including you a lot more in the vision of the business, where the business is going, the planning that we have. You can speak to any of the rank 9s. It is very much a little bit of business on the rank 9 conference that we have, but we get to sit down as business partners and reflect on where this business is going and what we're doing for the next year. And so, you know, it's not just about income. It's not just about ranking up and getting the rewards. It's about getting more entrenched so that your conviction in this business grows. Right? When you start the business, it's a leap of faith that you're taking. Right? It doesn't matter what people say to you. Everyone can say, oh, it's a wonderful business, you're going to earn lots of money. It is a leap of faith when you join the business. You have to prove to yourself that the business is going to do what you're hoping that it does for you. Right? And that takes time and commitment. And so I hope the stories The testimonies have been good. I hope some of those aspects of the stories have resonated with you. They'll be on YouTube in the coming week. So enjoy the rest of the evening. We do Tell All Tuesday every single week. For our guests, if you have any questions or you just want to come say hi, Brendan is out there somewhere. He's going to be jumping on a couple of you when you step out of here as we close the evening. But for our guests, come chat to us, come say hi, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, how insane was that? I mean, from the stories of Yoliswa and Louis Lowe, new people at DuePoint. They've been here 90 days. That's nothing. If you've watched my training in the past, you would have seen 90 days for me is 90 minutes in this business. We deal in years, not in days. They've been here 90 minutes with us, and they're already earning close to 40,000 Rand a year. But Pumi's story. Pumi talks about what we are doing at DuePoint. We are changing lives. We're not doing it for a month. We're not promising riches that are here and then gone. We are changing lives for the long term, and they already are living it. As she said, she's had a tough year. Her and Patrick have struggled through lots of external circumstances, and the whole way through, they haven't had to worry about their income. In a year like COVID 2020, how can you say you're not worried about your income? Patrick and Pumi can. That is, as I said to you at the beginning of Tell All Tuesday tonight, that is the kind of tool we make here for you, the wealth engineer. You've got more tools tonight to go out and show people how DuePoint is changing South Africa. Go and use them. Go and use them. Let's go and see what some of the wealth engineers thought about tonight, see if they share my enthusiasm and my excitement about what just happened in the last 60 minutes. Let's go and see. Oh, was that good, guys? Was that good? Very good. Good. Lynette, was that any good? Was that good?
Excellent. I love it every time. I love everything about DuePoint. It cannot be better.
But I love Pumi's story as well, talking about the real world, hey? Talking about the real world and not stopping, and how DuePoint supported her the whole way through.
And not letting those things be obstacles. You know, you can use them as excuses, but use them as fuel instead.
Absolutely awesome evening. Awesome. Well, these tools are online for you now, as you know.
It's excellent. I always say you can either make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make money making excuses, and that's the truth. You need to decide where you want to go. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Beverly. Awesome evening. Come through. I'm going to agree. What did you guys think tonight? Tony, you've never got anything to say. Let me ask you, what did you think of tonight?
It was very inspiring, Brendan. I was saying to the guys, the more adversary and resistance you actually overcome, the bigger your team becomes. You have to make a decision. You have to vote. Where am I going to be 20 years from now? Because the type of thing that will pay you 20 years from now takes very much dedication and decision. It's a commitment. It's an overwhelming, focused commitment, and it's very inspiring. That was the message of tonight. I'm very happy with the material that we have. Some very useful stuff, and I'm gonna run with it and spread it wide.
I just said to everybody that was online, again, more tools made tonight. More tools made tonight that everybody can be using. And again, you know, you can't make excuses. You just got to get your head down and go and do the work. Paul, come over here for a second. Are you coming with us to Converge next year? Are you coming?
I definitely want to be there. Okay, it's going to be awesome.
How far have you got to go for rank 4 now?
Well, a few products and I'll be there.
It's only a handful and you're at rank 4 joining us at Converge. Are you bringing anyone with you? What about your daughter?
Yes, my daughter's also working very hard. She also wants to be there. And I always have a saying, 1 year of hardcore focus in the DuePoint system can set you 5 years ahead in your life.
Fantastic, Paul. Louis, your first time on Tell All. How are you feeling?
It feels great. Thanks a lot, Brendan. It was really a privilege to be allowed on stage. And it is a huge privilege to be part of this fantastic company. So I take my hat off to you guys. So thanks a lot, much appreciated. And I'm feeling good and motivated and ready to rock and roll further.
Fantastic, Louis. Well done. Thank you. And we look forward to seeing you on stage again. We do. Guys, Converge, that's the big talk at the end of tonight. You saw it. Rank 4 is what's required. This will be our 5-year Converge. It's the big one. We're spending triple on this Converge than we've done on any of our other Converges. Even the first one, we're spending triple what we spent on that one. If you want to be at the one everyone's going to remember, you need to be rank 4 by the time we go to Converge in February next year. Use tools like tonight. Get rid of the excuses and make the next 90 days, the next 90 minutes, count with us at DuePoint. Guys, we'll see you out there. Go for it. Cheers.